Okay, welcome back to part 6. In this video I'm going to show you how to design gears and how to make them quickly, efficiently, and accurately. So let's go ahead and just jump in right away. If you think about gears, gears are circles, or they start off as circles. So we're going to draw out some circles. The only problem is if we just draw out circles, or like one like this, we don't have a center point anywhere, so we cannot draw it in like we want. So in order to get rid of that problem, what we're going to do is we're going to start by drawing in some lines. We're going to draw these in as our construction lines, and as you noticed when I typed in line over there, my line isn't going straight. You need to make sure that you have ortho mode checked in. And then if you do that correctly, you should have the line capability like I do. And I'm just going to draw in a few lines, so that's just using the line command. And now this is going to be acting as my reference, as my construction lines. We could also draw in actual construction lines, but we don't need to. And oftentimes I find that working with normal lines works better. So let me go ahead and use the circle command, and I'm going to use this as my midpoint. And let's draw our first circle to be 1 inch, and then another circle, which I will make 1.5 inches. And just for kicks, because we have these two already set, let's use the offset command, OFF, offset, enter, and we can select a distance. So let's say I did 0.25, enter, and then you can select an object, and you'll notice that you have the ability to offset it using that OFF offset command. So I'm going to click there for one, there for the other. So we were able to quickly create a system, and I want a few more lines, so I'm going to put an offset of 0.125, enter, and I'm going to do this one over here to create a little bit more distinction between those. In addition, let's make an offset between this line over here. So 0.125 is fine with me. This is just gonna help distinguish our gear a little bit more. Now we're going to go ahead and trim off all the unnecessary features. So we're going to do that with the trim command, TRIM, trim. And first you have to select the entire object, like that. Then press enter. And then you are able to remove the components that we no longer want. So I actually wanted that last line, so I'm going to bring it back. And let's just keep trimming off all the unnecessary features. I'm going to try to speed this up a little bit. And you're going to notice that if I click and select, I can mass trim at the same time. Now it doesn't work for everything. There's always those somewhat stubborn lines that may slow you down, but in that case just press escape a few times, select them, and just use the delete key on the keyboard, and you're going to get rid of them right away. So I can't really delete those with that, so I'll use trim. And there we go. I'm going to delete this middle one as well. I don't think we need it anymore. Okay, so I know I usually say use the keyboard. However, there's some instances where it's just easier to use the tools on the top. This is going to be one of those cases. We're going to create a 3-point arc. So head over there to your 3-point arc option. And what we're going to do is we're going to click at the center point over here. We're going to click on the second one, which if you remember is 0.25 away from that center point. And then we're going to click at where it meets over here. If you notice, we kind of created an arced tooth, which is kind of what I wanted to do. I'm going to go ahead and do another 3-point arc. I do that, and do that. Enter. So what we've done right now is we've created a tooth. Maybe not the most useful tooth, but we've created a tooth nonetheless. So now that we've done that, whoops, sorry. Let's go ahead and trim off all the unnecessary components. All we're going to have remaining is the tooth. So like I said, there are going to be those stubborn lines. But you can just go ahead and delete them until all that you're left with is the tooth. It does look like I accidentally deleted something, so let me throw that back on there and get that in place. Lovely. Okay, next we're going to use a new command called a polar array. So you want to type in the word array and then go down to the second option, array polar. Click on that, and first you have to select the object, press enter, and then you have to select the pathway. In terms of circles and such, usually you want to click on the center point, so hopefully your center point can light up. If it can't, that means you don't have everything selected in your object snap settings, so you want to activate those. I'm going to click over here, and you're going to notice right now we have 6 instances of this tooth. If you want more instances, you can modify that amount right on the top here. I can say 12, and you'll see what happens. Once you're satisfied with it, press enter. I'm going to leave mine at 12 teeth, and now you have that in place. So I'm just going to rotate so you can see that better. We have 12 teeth. So let's go ahead and tilt our screen a little, and then use the press pull command to select one of these, and then we can give it, let's say 0.5, enter. We can pull it up that much distance. And when you get good at this, you can just keep going with it really quickly. I'm going to pause the video real quick, and then you can just do the same thing with the center ones as well. Press pull command, and we can select these outer teeth at 0.5. And let's go ahead and select this inner ring as well, like so. So if we jump into our shaded mode real quickly, you're going to see that we've created the gear component. And while this can vary from piece to piece, these are the basic tools you use to create a gear quickly and efficiently. So that's going to conclude this video. I will see you in the next one.